The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
To heck with that logo at the beginning.
Straight on.
You know, let's just play ball.
Thank God I wasn't picking my nose.
Thank God.
Well, I already did that. So.
Yeah, good. Good. I was kind of, checking out my glutes, making sure I was okay. Got to be careful with that. Oh, God, it's so hard to not fall in love in here every day, Joe.
Okay.
It is. Well, at least heavy lust.
I fall in love every day.
With life?
With life.
With life.
Actually, yeah, I'm pretty happy with life. I mean, I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather. Obviously went to New York and brought something back that's just not agreeing with me.
What's going on, man?
I don't know.
Why are you bringing stuff back from New York? The only thing to bring back from New York is pizza.
Or White Castles.
White Castle, not bad.
White Castles.
Did you know they have White Castle burgers at the
supermarket
movie theater?
At the where?
No, the movie theater at over at the Palms.
Do they really?
They have White Castle.
That's my luck. I can't go in the Palms.
Oh, you can't get to the movie theater? You can't sneak through the food court and.
I probably could.
Yeah, we should do that. We should take a camera over and see if we can get you into the movie theater. Get you some White Castle and get you out.
They have fresh White Castles or they're frozen.
I'm
going to say they're frozen, which you can get at the supermarket. Yeah. So don't tease me like that, Mark.
I think that would be a challenge. I think it would. Joe, can we do that?
Can we do it after I play the main event? So I have some bail money?
Oh, my God. We just come up with the silliest things on this show. Hey, welcome to the Mark Hoke Show, everybody. Well, I am the aforementioned one.
You are Mark Hoke.
Yeah.
And we are not hokeless.
Not hokeless today.
No.
This guy needs sleep. Dude, go home. Working double booths over here at the World Series. Is that what
he's doing?
Yeah, he's got that one and that one.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is going to be a very difficult show anyway.
So what do you got planned for today?
I don't know, Joe Payne. What do we have planned today?
Someone told me you were boxing tonight.
We're debating bagging the evening show because, of course, the World Series of Fighting is tonight. WSOP 10.
I mean, if you're going to cover the World Series, you got to cover every aspect of the World Series.
That is
whether it be fighting, poker.
Why can't I get to cover the World Series of bisexual women?
Oh, God Almighty!
I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
You did.
I did.
You did.
Come on, man. It's Saturday, baby. We got to have some fun. We have a little bit of fun. Because it's been a weird weekend here, Joe. I'll tell you what. Like little technical glitches, internet being kind of stubborn, slow week for the most part here at the World Series.
Yeah,
this is
once again, yesterday after we left doing the show, I walked around and the cash games are just not what they used to be.
There was a lot happening this week. I know Binion's had an event. Wynn has their classic going on. I think there was something else happening too.
I think Aria's got an event going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if it started already, but I know next weekend. Because I was asking Steve, who you had on the show last night, briefly on the other side of the camera. I was looking for, and I know he's pretty much has his fingers on the pulse of everything that's going on here as far as poker. I asked him if there was a deuce to 7 triple draw game around, because I think I want to play that next season.
Yeah.
And it used to be that Ultimate Bet had that, so I used to play it on Ultimate Bet for 25 and 50 cents. Nothing big, just to kind of. And I really like playing that game. And then obviously Ultimate Bet went away, and I can't find deuce to 7. Do you know any place online that I can play deuce to 7 triple draw?
Not off the top of my head.
Well, but
we have
I was
listeners out there. If anybody wants to kick it in, let us know.
But I was told by Steve that next Saturday, which obviously I'm going to have a little bit of a conflict because it's the Nevada Poker League's main event next Saturday, Aria's having either a 235 or a 265 deuce to 7 triple draw tournament. So,
wow.
So I'm going to see if Sissy will let me slip away for a little bit.
That'd be so nice of her.
Yeah.
She's a sweetheart. She may let you do it.
She's a good girl.
Then again, she might tell you screw you. You're staying here.
She hasn't been feeling good, so I've pretty much been carrying the ropes, so to speak. So between that and trying to do the show here and not being 100% healthy right now, I mean, just not feeling real good, it's been a chore.
You need a massage is what you need. You know, talk to one of these lovely ladies here.
Yeah.
And get a massage.
And you know how I hate getting up in the mornings? Well,
Yeah.
Yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, my days kind of mesh in together. Sissy had to go in to get a nerve block, which she was going to get 3 needles in each side of her neck, and they were going to, I know.
Gah.
He scheduled it for 5:15 a.m.
Oh, double act.
Wow. So the only silver lining to this was that the office, the doctors, where they were going to perform this procedure, was literally down the road from my house, so we didn't have to get up to like 4:40. Begrudgingly, I get up at 4:40, get out of bed, put on a baseball hat, put my pants on, drive Sissy there because she could drive there, but she wouldn't be able to drive home because they're going to inject her with this stuff. And we get there, and we waited till 6:15. The doctor never showed up.
Oh, no way.
How bad is that?
Oh, that's like super deduction for next visit. Wow.
Wonder what his deductible is. How about he stole literally hours from my life?
Oh, Joe.
Because I'm not getting up at 4:30. I'm not getting up at 5. I'm getting up around, prior to doing a show here every day, at 1 when I was feeling good. I'm not getting up before 1 p.m.
Dude.
This man stole about 12 hours out of my life.
Oh. Screw you, doctor. Wow.
And not even a call. So his nurses thought that something seriously might have happened where he might have been in some sort of accident or something. They never heard from him, or emergency surgery. But he did finally call Sissy, but Sissy was so irritated, she let it go to voicemail. He didn't leave a message. He just called.
Didn't even have the guts to leave the voicemail.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, what do you say at that point?
I'm a schlep and I'm sorry.
I mean, it's
that pretty much covers it. Wowzers.
Pretty
well,
sad.
I'm sorry, Joe.
It's almost like getting a Mike Manisell penalty.
Yeah. Not a Brandon Cantu penalty, though.
Did he get one?
Oh, yeah. You did. Yeah, you got the mixed game. Got a little physical altercation in there.
Physical altercation?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that.
No, I've been out of the loop a little bit. What went on?
Yeah, we were having a blast in the Dealer's Choice event, and Brandon Cantu gets into his one dude, and then Jesse Martin stands up, and they start arguing, and a little shoving match from my understanding, and nearly a punch thrown from what I was told. And
how deep are they when this goes on?
Oh, it was still day one.
Oh, okay, still
late day one. Yeah.
I thought it was just a final table shoving match.
Oh, how about that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Any penalties?
2 rounds.
Both of them got a round each?
No, just Cantu.
Just Cantu.
Just Cantu.
How's your love meter, by the way?
I'm sorry?
Your love meter. Did it just go up a tick?
It's rising. It's rising. Oh my God, we're barely even talking about the World Series. We're having a great time. Oh my God, what a blast! I love being at the WSOP. I really do. Despite the massive grind that it is a lot of fun. But like I said, tonight I want to make sure that once again we mention, because this is the last chance
to get
if you want
the stuffing's beat out of you.
If you want to go to the World Series of Fighting 10, 3 title fights tonight. The full card starting at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock?
Prelims at 3, main card at 6.
Wow.
We've got, 12 fights tonight coming up. 12.
So the main event's at 6 o'clock, or the main event's going to be?
The main card starts at 6. We have 5 fights for the main card, 7 prelims. The last 5 will be on the NBC Sports Network.
Wow.
Yeah.
So who are you fighting?
I am fighting Rick Springfield tonight. I believe he's in town.
That should be a pretty easy match.
Because,
just wrestle him to the ground.
Because, Jesse's a friend. He's been a good friend of mine.
Okay.
But lately something's changed, and, Joe, it ain't hard to define.
So if someone wanted to meet Mark Hoke in person, if they went to the Hard Rock tonight, there's a real good chance?
Real good chance.
Okay.
Real good chance. But actually, we'll say I met, I believe it was Tanner Cohen's family. I gave him some WSOF shirts. They were down here at the Rio.
And he looks like he's fighting
his first
AJ.
fight tonight.
Whoa.
Both those guys have their first fight, so that's going to be the first knockdown, drag-out brawl of the evening.
Hey, when I first met Sissy, I took her to, it wasn't this particular organization, but it was a MMA fight at the Hard Rock, and I didn't really know Sissy that well, and we had pretty good seats. We're like third or fourth row. We got comp from the casino, and I turned to look at Sissy, and she's standing on her chair, screaming and yelling, "Hit him on her!" And I'm like, "Oh my God!"
Did you fall in love right there? Was it done?
You know what it was? It was like, it was refreshing.
Yeah, you got the right girl.
It was refreshing to see somebody who's willing to let their hair down, so to speak. You know, most girls, it was, we didn't know each other that well yet. They would probably be more on the reserve side. Man, she was standing on a chair.
Is it love that I'm feeling? Is
So
this
maybe
love?
if she's feeling up to it, I may take her here tonight.
There you
and
go.
you might be able
We
to.
got tickets.
Do you have tickets?
I've got some tickets over here.
Whoa.
So,
Okay.
I'm going to be watching who busts out of this this noon event today.
Oh, you're going to.
And, if I like them,
Oh,
I might invite them along.
okay.
So it should be a lot of fun. But, yeah, coming up tonight, and it'll be on NBC Sports Network tonight as well. So if you're not in Las Vegas, you can tune in. But make sure you check out World Series of Fighting 10. Bada boom.
Bada bing.
So there you go. So make sure you – and if you want to get tickets, WSOF.com, or you go to the Hard Rock. There's all sorts of crazy places. Joe, there was some poker going on.
Oh, we're going to talk poker now.
There is some poker
Because
happening.
MMA fighting is interesting.
It is interesting.
It blows away regular boxing.
But-
Regular boxing, it kind of.
Yeah.
MMA fighting, man. They're just trying to kick each other's ass.
It's pain, blues, and agony. Someone's riding that lightning bolt, and someone's getting the lightning bolt in a place that they don't want it.
Oh.
It's kind of how that works. But let's take a look at what has been going on here over the last 24 hours or so.
We had that $1,500 event that kicked off yesterday.
The limit.
Yeah.
Oh, the limit tournament. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Daniel Negreanu was, when I walked by last night, he was still alive.
This is going to load sometime. Like I said, the internet has just been a terror today. Yesterday it was blazing speed,
Wonder why.
like a comet. But today it's like, the tortoise and the hare. It's the tortoise's slow cousin today. So, event 39, Ryan LaPlante came so close last night. Took a horrible beat to get knocked out there. A good friend of the show. He's out in fifth, but they actually had to have 3 players come back today to wrap
really?
this thing
Normally
up.
they come back heads up.
Yep, they could only get it down to 3 last night. Jacob Schindler, Ryan Giaconetti, and Sean Dempsey will be playing for that World Series of Poker bracelet in the 3K No Limit Hold'em buy-in. Had 992 entrants in that one. And Schindler leads at $3.86 million. Giaconetti's at $3.41. And Sean Dempsey is at $1.6. Did I hear a Vuvuzela?
No, it's the Godfather theme. Someone is playing the Godfather theme.
What was that?
That was the Godfather theme.
Well, but still. That was odd. I think somebody was playing something in the rotunda.
The mafia comes through.
I mean, it was their phone ringer or something. I don't know. Well, there's event 39, so no bracelet yet in that, but that one's going to be getting fired up here in just a little while.
One of my favorite movies, too, by the way.
Yeah, it's a good flick.
Along with Rounders. A little correlation there.
Give me a little Ocean's 11.
You like that, huh?
Ocean's 11, good flick. Could you imagine robbing 3 casinos at once? And actually getting out of the building?
You pretty much would be set for life.
If you
get out.
Terry Benedict sends his boys.
Place to go after that, right to the movie theater at the Palms.
Yeah, there you go.
They'll never look for you there.
Oh, that made me giggle.
Might look for me there, but...
Oh, my God. 10K heads up, no limit. They are down to 2. We had gotten down to the semifinals last night while we were on the show. And they are still playing this one. And right now...
How many players?
It's heads up.
No, how many players did they have initially?
136.
Okay.
So right now they are. They had to continue heads up last night, and I want to get to the semifinals if I can find them here. It's here somewhere, but I can't spot it.
We talked about it.
Yeah, we broke
yesterday.
them all down.
Yeah.
Sam Stein is against Davide Soriano, and right now it is for the most part been all Soriano. Soriano is carrying a 6.4 versus 1.2 lead in there.
Wow.
So
6-1
could be a huge upset there. Sam Stein was a big favorite in that match.
Now, why do you say And I don't know Sam, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, Sam.
Why is Sam a huge favorite in that match?
If you look at Sam's resume, he's got a World Series of
And
Poker
the gentleman
bracelet
that
and
he's
many other tournaments that he's won.
And the gentleman that he's playing against?
Not so much.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just say really accomplished and not so much. Decent.
But you do realize that once you get heads up, I don't know if your pedigree
you
can get you over the finish line.
Yeah, throw it out the window.
Pretty much.
But I would have picked Sam.
Well, similar to your friend last night who got it in with ace. Was it ace 9?
Ace 9 against King Queen. Yeah.
There you go. Can't ask much better than that.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was Jesse Capsa on a bad night walking in there. It's not quite, but
there's Brenda
there's
Johnson.
Brenda. But of course, Stein last night defeating Scott Davies, David Soriano defeating Daniel Coleman. So Stein had to get to the final. Kind of a tough run here first for some of these rounds. David Schnettler, Bryn Kinney, Sam Trickett, Max Silver, Scott Baumstein, Scott Davies. Soriano defeated. This is a tough, very difficult run. At least the first two. Scott Seaver and Dan Cates. That's pretty rough duo to have to take on the first two rounds. Shane Moran, Serkan Kurnaz, who had actually made it through after getting having to play in the flytail rounds at the beginning, so he had an extra match, and also beat Ankush Mandavia, who is a heads-up specialist, and then Daniel Coleman in the semis. So Serrano, playing very well, and looks like he could be on the way to winning what I consider to be one of the 3 or 4 most prestigious bracelets here at the World Series.
You like that, huh?
Oh, heads up big. That is so big. So we'll that'll be back underway here pretty actually, they are underway now. I apologize. So Soriano
in a 6-1 chip lead, pretty much.
Not bad. So best of luck on that one. We go to event number 41. Actually, I feel like I should back up. I feel like I'm missing an event here that finished up yesterday. Let's give it a shot. Oh, there it goes. It's moving a little quicker. We did mention Brandon Pastor winning his bracelet yesterday. So Pastor with a runner-up finish and a win as he takes down event 37, that pot limit Omaha tournament. The 7-card stud, that was Danzer. Yeah, so I guess we are up to date. Dealer's Choice. Dealer's Choice, Joe. The event that we hyped forever.
Badoogie.
It's the Badoogie Badisi
tournament,
really. Darn it.
And you think the players are doing this because they feel that's probably their opponent's weaker games?
Yeah, that's what a lot of calls of Badoogie Badusi. They are down to a final table on this one. And
what time is that restart? Is that 2 o'clock today?
I want to say 2 o'clock.
Yep.
But what a group in this one. This is pretty sick. Did you see who's on this final table?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Are you ready? Here we go. Robert Mizrachi is your leader.
The grinder.
No, that's the other grinder.
Oh.
Grinder brother.
Well, they're both grinders.
Close. Yeah. Close enough. Robert Mizrachi at 390,000. Aaron Schaff is in second, 332. The Canadian Daniel Adema, ever dangerous, is at 260. Arthur Morris at 204. And our good buddy Bill Chen back at another final table. Mr. Math.
Like I said yesterday.
This is a tournament right up his alley, too.
Why is that?
Because he is the math wizard.
Okay.
Very mathematical when you get into a lot of these mixed games. So Bill Chen, 185,000. Shane Abbott at 157. The man whose house I'm sure I will be hopefully going to again for the 4th of July, Frank Casella.
If you're nice to him.
I'm always nice to Frank.
Okay.
I got to keep Frank happy because he's got a sweet place.
And
an awesome view.
July party too, right?
Oh, it was a great party, man. Everybody was there. Sexton and Richard Sklar and Penn Gillette.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was something. Emily Gillette, too, of course. Emily's awesome. You ever met Penn Gillette's wife?
Yes. Played with her at the Randy Couture charity event at the Golden Nugget 2 years ago.
She's a fireball.
She is a fireball.
I dig her. And Penn is just shh. It's like the total opposite of the show.
Well, that's why they get along, probably.
Yeah, Penn is just very reserved, quiet guy. But anyway, enough of that story.
Teller is more quiet than Penn, but then Teller doesn't say much.
It's a flip. It's a flip. So Casella in 7th at 153. Marco Johnson in there at 87,000. And Jennifer Harmon. How about that? So Jen Harmon hanging around. She's at 60. And Melissa Burr makes her third final table of this World Series. Actually, I don't know if they're on official final table in there yet, but they're down to 10. $55,000.
Have you ever gotten a actual ruling on why it's?
No, I haven't been able to corner Nolan yet. He's been super duper busy. This would be a good time to find
Would it be
Nolan.
Nolan? He actually just walked by that way, but
Oh,
wouldn't
shoot.
Jack Eiffel have that?
Jack would probably know the answer to that question too, but Nolan
And
definitely
how about
will
Seth?
know.
Seth would probably know it too, right?
Yeah,
Any one of those three would be a.
yeah. I wonder if Ty Stewart would know the answer to that question. The president of the World Series of Poker. I see Ty. We're going to ask him and see if he knows the answer.
Okay. Well, if you see him, let me know, because he could walk right by me. I wouldn't even know what he looked like.
Ty's looking good, though. He lost a lot of weight.
No, really?
First it was Seth, and then it was Ty. I mean, these guys are dropping it all over the place. Yeah, but Melissa Burr having a great World Series, and she now sits in 10th place at $55,500. So a pretty solid final table there for this first dealer's choice. You know, it was kind of weird because at the start of this tournament, everybody was so happy-go-lucky and just thrilled to be playing this thing. There was a lot of people just like, this is so cool. I mean, they were like kids in a candy store.
Get to pick their own game.
Yeah, I mean, they were loving it. Then the Cantu thing happened, and then got a little deeper into the tournament. Then all of a sudden things got a little serious in the room. But Cantu does not make the final table. I wonder where he finished, because he was actually.
I wonder what the least game that was picked is. Probably Hold'em, right? I bet you.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't be surprised. Probably nobody picked Hold'em.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Except the squares who decided, I'm going to play this, but I'm just going to play Hold'em.
Why would you? That is pointless.
It would be.
Don't even put Nolan and Hold'em in there. To heck with a Hold'em. You can't play Hold'em in the dealer's choice. Put in light baseball.
If it's dealer's choice, that's exactly what it is. Dealer's choice. So,
a couple wild cards. I think it should be able to call wild cards.
Deuce is wild.
Deuce is wild. Jacks are better.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. There you go. Baseball. Chicago. There's a lot of stuff you can do. How about drunk driver?
Never played that.
Oh, I'll have to play that with you sometime. AC Deucey. Could you imagine playing AC Deucey at the World Series?
Pot it.
I bet 10 blinds. Higher than an ace, lower than a deuce. No, incorrect.
Higher than an ace. You mean lower than an ace, higher than a deuce.
But that's one. Yeah,
but we all know what you meant.
Yeah. Well, depending if you're playing ace high or ace low, you get the screw card on that.
Oh, do you
put a
play
7
the
and 8
ace
up
low?
there. Well, depending on how drunk you are.
Okay.
I think you should have the option. But anyway, but Cantu did finish 12th in that. So, boy, that would have been kind of insane to see Cantu on the final table after he got in a fight in this tournament.
Getting your juices or your emotions going sometimes is not a bad thing. Sometimes you get really upset and then you just bog down and really focus. And other times, like Mike Matiso, and I'm not using Mike as an example here, he'll get upset over something and then completely lose it.
Yeah.
Which seems to be what happened with the David Lamb incident. Because, obviously Mike's version and the real version kind of had a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, they didn't mesh.
They didn't mesh too closely.
They were not a cohesive unit.
But I'm sure Mike is past that.
Oh, I'm sure after 2 days later, he probably forgot about it to a point.
It took him 2 days?
Well, it sure wasn't the next day because he yelled at Dave Lamb on the floor.
Oh, he did come back a day the next day, too?
Yeah, so he wasn't quite over it then. Yeah, but we got dealer's choice six-handed. I hope they can get that on the live stream. I hope they get that final table on the live stream because, boy, that would be fun to watch. It'd be a lot of fun to watch. So that's that tournament. Yesterday's 5K pot limit Omaha six-handed event kicked off with literally nobody in the building. But we did have 452 entries on this one. Let's see, 96 players left, so not in the money at this point. Let's get some chip counts on that, though. And Davide Katai, looking for bracelet number 2 in this series, number 4 overall, is your leader. And nice lead for him. He's at 308,000. Brandon Crawford is at 202. So that's a nice little cushion there.
You talk about, you keep on mentioning the size of these player fields. If you were to ask someone right now who's in one of the powers to be, and if they gave you an honest answer, and if you asked them, are they completely satisfied with the turnout? Are they somewhat dissatisfied with the turnout, or has the turnout been as expected? What do you think their answer would be?
I think it's going to be. I think overall it's going to be as expected with maybe a touch under, just slightly under as expected.
Yeah.
Just the feel that I've got here, but I don't know because this week was just such a weird week. I mean, they schedule this. I mean, that was when I was looking on this calendar. I said overall the schedule looked good, but there was a lull in here on this week that just seemed to me that was kind of like and it.
So I found a good week to get sick. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, because there wasn't a whole lot going on because a lot of the big events are coming up here over the next week. Of course, like the 50K Players Championship kicks off on Sunday.
25,000?
50.
50,000.
Yeah,
wow.
50,000. Yeah, that's 50K.
50K.
That's a lot of coin. Playing for that Chip Reese Trophy. Yeah, that one starts on Sunday. But yeah, I mean, if you look at this schedule this week, so Sunday you had your $1,000 no limit hold'em like they do every week, 1,500 7-card stud in the evening, so not a big draw there. 5K no limit 8-handed event, so it's with a 5K buy-in. Number's going to be down on that. The other event that evening was a $1,500 no limit deuce to 7 draw low ball, so that's not a big draw. You come back Tuesday, pot limit Omaha, 1,500. Then you have the 10K 7-card stud high-low split 8 or better, so you're not going to draw a lot of players on that one because of it being a 10K. Thursday, $3,000 no limit hold'em, so a decent field, but still obviously a little higher buy-in. 10K no limit, and that was actually the only event on Wednesday. Thursday's events, of course, we had the heads up, the 10K heads up, and the dealer's choice, and obviously the dealer's choice, while exciting, did not draw what I think a lot of they were probably hoping for. And then yesterday was the 5K pot limit Omaha 6-handed and a $1,500 no limit limit hold'em. So that's kind of a
You think there might have been not a couple, but maybe one too many $10,000, $5,000 buy-ins this year?
I don't necessarily have a problem with the 10Ks.
But
I think you've got to counter it with something that's going to draw.
Small fields.
So throw another 1,500 no limit in there or something like that. Or maybe a horse tournament. I think wouldn't have been a bad choice.
So based upon what you've seen so far, what is your prediction on what the main event is? Is this the lull before the storm, or is the main event going to be a little disappointing as far as turnout?
I think it's going to be pretty good. I think they'll beat last year.
Going to beat last year's number?
I think they'll definitely beat last year's number. That's probably what
maybe is that why people are holding back because of the $10 million guarantee?
Possibility. I don't know. I'm not big on that $10 million guarantee.
No. They have to take the money from someplace.
Yeah, I'm playing the championship. I'm playing for the world championship.
Right.
You could tell me it was a $1 guarantee, and I'd still play for the world championship. So I don't know.
8 million, 9 million, 11 million. I mean, does it really make a
bag
difference?
of corn nuts? I'm fine. I'll play for the world championship for a bag of corn nuts.
That's the old
wouldn't you? If the World Series of Poker main event was shifted to, where you could win your championship prize as a bag of corn nuts, would you still play?
And the bracelet?
Yeah, we'll throw in a bracelet.
And how much is the entry fee?
I don't know, $6.
Oh, well.
But let's say it was still a 10,000 entry fee.
Yeah.
But I could win a bag of corn nuts for the championship. I'm in.
I'm a little bit about the money too.
Oh,
the bracelet's nice, but you don't. Here's the thing. When I first came to Vegas, I assumed that somebody who was, and I never knew what a World Series of bracelet looked like. And there was this woman I played with, very solid player, and she had this bracelet on, like a gold bracelet, and she used to play at Palace Station. So one night I had the nerve to ask her, is that a World Series bracelet? She kind of got a chuckle out of it and said, no, it's just a bracelet. So you don't really see players really wearing their World Series bracelets around. So I don't know. What's worth more, the money or the bracelet?
Probably the money.
You think
to most people.
You think?
I mean, to me, if somebody said to me, let's say first place was $10 million, but somebody said to me, right now, I will give you the world championship, but you can't have the money, I'd take it. I wouldn't even blink an eye about it. I'd be like, yes, I'll be the world champion. Thank
so,
you.
So here's what you're telling me, that they have $10 million in this huge duffel bag, and they have your bracelet right next to it, and you have to leave, and you can only pick up one. You're leaving the bag, the money, the duffel bag with $10 million there, and picking up the bracelet. Is that what you're telling me?
Because if you're smart and you market yourself properly, plus all the free buy-ins and the privileges that you're going to get for being the world champion.
Maybe 10 years ago. It's not guaranteed right now. Think about it. How many online sites are there really that are flourishing right now in the United States?
Screw online. I'll just travel.
But who's going to pay you?
They will. Well, hey, look, all I got to do is get into it.
You know how many poker rooms you're going to have to make an appearance at to recoup the $10 million? You're not going to get. What are you going to get maybe for an appearance fee? $10,000?
Well, there you
That's
go.
a heck of a lot of stops along the way to get to $10 million.
Get that back in 2 years if you work at it.
Okay.
No, I'm okay with it. I mean, come on. I mean, to me, the prestige the prestige of being the world champion and having that forever for the rest of your life.
You can. You can take the money, still be the world champion, and see, you're not thinking outside the box.
I'm saying if I can't, if I was told that I could be, but if I was told I could be the world champion right now, and I don't have to play, I don't have to do anything. You're the world champ. Somehow
next year there's going to be a new world champ.
Well, good for them.
See, if you're going to be the forever ever world champ, in other words,
if I could be the forever world champion, if I could be like a 30-time
so you're not
main
thinking
event
outside
champ.
the box. You leave the bracelet, which probably has what was it worth about?
180,000.
Is it worth 180,000? Okay. You take the $10 million, and you go to Tower of Jewels here on Sahara, and you have a duplicate made up.
But I'm not the champ.
Or you call Jamie Gold up and see how much he wants for his.
Okay.
He is selling it. Didn't he sell it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
I would, if someone told me I will guaranteed be the world champion, I'd throw away the $10 million. I'm sorry, I would. Maybe I'm different. Joe, but I would.
Unbelievable.
If I was guaranteed that I would walk out of that tournament as the world champion, yeah.
Okay. I've asked this question many times. Is it about the bracelet or is it about the money? And
most people say the money.
Most people say the money. And they like the bracelet, don't get me wrong, but
I guess I just think of what you can parlay with that.
Maybe.
If it was a guarantee, because winning this world championship is such a crapshoot. Whoever wins it, gets a little lucky along the way. It's a brutal tournament to win. But if someone told me that I didn't have to go through all that, or I was guaranteed I would go through all that and win, I think I'd chuck it.
Well, the league that I play in, the one where I won my $10,000 seat, 2 or 3 members of the league were trying to talk me out of playing the main event and taking the $10,000 and playing multiple events with the 10. If I happen to do it again and win the $10,000 seat again, I may do it now, but I wanted to play the main event at least one time.
Absolutely. Yeah, you made the right decision on that. It's the main event.
I realized the odds. And there are some events that I looked at this year that I was like, maybe I should have taken the 10 and divided it, chopped it up, and played a couple of $3,000 events and $5,000 events.
Yeah.
And, oh, well.
Yeah, the main event's the main event.
The main event is the main event. That's why it's the main event.
It's bomb diggity. Anyway, yeah, we got on the scheduling thing on that, and wow, good turn on the conversation, Joe. People are going to listen to this, and they're going to say, Hoke, you're fucking nuts. They're going to say that.
You think so? Why would they say that for?
Because most people would take the money. They'd be like, I don't want that. Give me the money.
I'm taking the money.
See?
Taking the money, and I'm having a duplicate bracelet made. Sorry. And I'm not even going to put real diamonds in it because I'm going to fake diamonds.
Oh, you're going cubic zirconia? Wow. Yeah. All right. That's legit. Hey, you know what? Let's take a break, and we have more stuff going on. So
we do.
So do you. So
obviously.
Let's take a break.
People, I think, wait till the show goes on, and then they blow my phone up.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
It's like
that's how it works.
You do realize I'm 1 to 3. I'm on the air.
Yep.
They come by, and that's one of the people that just texted me is the person who came by.
Really?
She knew I was on the radio, and she still texts me.
Oh my
Did she
God.
want me to stop while the show was on? And let me take care of that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, let's step back. Let's take our first commercial break of the show, and we'll once again take a look at the action today and whatever else we can dig up. So stick around, everybody. We will be right back. I swear to God. Here we go.
The heat is on. Whether you're in the hot seat of a major poker tournament or just dealing with everyday life, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water, and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. The towel is lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy no matter where you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. No need to sweat it out, no matter what you're doing, when you have an Arctic Blue cooling towel handy. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, poker players, first responders, physical therapists, U.S. automakers, and even reality TV stars. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at arcticblu.com and pick yours up today. Plus, enter the discount code MarkHokeShow when you check out and get 15% off plus free shipping to keep some of your cold hard cash in your wallet. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot. So pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
Your broken chair? Oh, cool.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle. Right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages, or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
Tough day at the Veld? Get off tilt and unstuck by escaping to the desert for an extreme off-road adventure with Sun Buggy Fun Rentals. We have the biggest fleet of off-road vehicles known in the universe. And since we know poker players aren't exactly early risers, we now offer after-dark tours for all you night owls. And don't forget to stop by the Mark Hope Show WSOP booth at the Rio to win a free Sun Buggy experience. Please call us 24/7 at 1-866-728-4443 and visit us at www.sunbuggy.com. Call us now and take the off-road ride of your life with Sun Buggy Fun Rentals.
9 poker players on a dramatic path to glory with unbelievable twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's the Final 9 comic from Room 110 Publishing. Go to final9comic.com to download the first issue preview and get ready for the official launch coming soon. 9 will become 1, one way or another. Final9comic.com. And for more details, make sure to follow them on Twitter and like them on Facebook at Final9 Comic.
MMA fight fans, the World Series of Fighting returns to Las Vegas Saturday, June 21st at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. 3 World Championship fights. Women's strawweight champion Jessica Aguilar versus Emi Fujino. Georgie Karakhanyan defends his featherweight title against Rick Glenn. And David Branch goes head-to-head against Jesse Taylor for the middleweight championship. Saturday, June 21st at The Joint. For tickets, go to AXS.com and the Hard Rock box office or WSOF.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
Air guitar. Air guitar.
Hey, do that right.
No, how can you do
It's
that?
very important that when you play a chord, you always look at the crowd and smile.
Keep that in mind the next time I play air guitar.
Got to do that. Jen Harmon chasing gold today.
Good luck, Jen.
Good luck. Seems so sad lately. Did you notice that?
So what?
I want to see her happy.
She never has a happy face.
Yeah, she needs to.
She hasn't been. I don't think her health is 100%.
No, I know her sister passed away a while ago too. So I'd love to see Jen Harmon happy again. Jen Harmon's happy. She's fun.
Yeah.
She's a blast. A bracelet would help. Maybe that would do it. Let's root for Jen Harmon so
Okay.
Jen gets.
I've always.
gets
Why,
perky
why
again.
not?
Do you think she? Last year she didn't make the Hall of Fame. You think she's an eventual Hall of Famer? With only 2 people getting in every year, is Jen Harmon a Hall of Famer?
No. No, I don't know.
Let's
I
look
happen to
at-
like her too, but no. I
look
think
at-
there's, I think there's certain credentials that you need to accomplish, and she's basically a cash game player.
Yeah.
She does dabble her. She sticks a toe in the tournament waters every now and then, but for the most part, she plays cash. So, who's to determine who the best cash player is when the tournaments are easy to grade because of results.
Yeah.
Cash games, how much did he buy in for? How much did he rebuy for? You never know. So you never really know true results in cash games. Only the player themselves or the surveillance department watching the player.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah, she'll be one of those people. Like Tom McAvoy didn't get in 4 years.
took
in
him a
row
while.
before
I call Tom the Susan Lucci of the Poker Hall of Fame, because you know how Susan Lucci got nominated
like 15
99
times.
times
Yeah, it felt like
before
99.
she finally won one. That's how Tom felt after a while.
Yeah, that was like beating a dog when you were holding the dog biscuit out in front of him repeatedly.
He wasn't happy.
No, he wasn't.
He actually stopped for. And I'm friends with Tom. He actually stopped promoting people to help him. He just got so distraught.
Yeah.
After about the 3rd time that he just gave up on it, figured, you know what, it's just not going to happen. Or if it does, it'll happen, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
It's like people who try to get pregnant, have a baby. They try, they can't do it. They go out and adopt a kid, and 6 months later, the wife is pregnant.
All of a sudden, Wonder Sperm shows up.
Unbelievable.
Did I just pull Wonder Sperm out? What were the odds of you? If you had odds today that coming in here that Mark was going to say Wonder Sperm on the show?
1,000,000 to 1, probably.
Yeah, that would have been, yeah. Well, that's a win for somebody out there. For those of you that had Wonder Sperm in your Mark Hoke Goofy term pool, congratulations. I'm glad I helped you out. I am just all over the board today. There's Nate Dallin.
Who's that guy?
I forgot who he is.
Yeah.
Nate Dallin eating chicken.
What's in the news?
Well, what is in the news? You know what?
We
Actually,
were having a very detailed discussion on, do you take the $10 million?
if you're guaranteed that you would win the main event, but you have to forfeit the $10 million, would you do it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow.
Snap call.
Snap call.
Snap call. We should start asking people that question.
I'm taking a 10 mil.
You know, we should just start grabbing random people and asking them that. I'd like to see who would win. Would you take my take your side still if we were just grabbing randoms?
We'd have to turn the camera around. And
or just grab the mic and say, "Come
no,
on."
Yeah, but then wouldn't you want to see who's?
Well, we could swing him in here.
It'll be easier. You can be there. We can turn the camera around, and I'll hold the mic up to the gentleman, and we can go back and forth.
Okay. Well, when the 15,
you want to do that?
Well, when the 1500 hits a break, so they're going to be coming out here about 15 minutes. I think we'll do that.
Okay, we'll do that.
We'll do that.
So let's get the question correct now.
So the question is,
how we're going to pose the question.
If you were guaranteed to win the main event, but you had to. But to get the guarantee, let's make sure we say this. If you're guaranteed to win the main event, but you had to forfeit the $10 million for that to happen, would you do it? Would you do it?
Okay.
So no money, just a bracelet. So if you're guaranteed to, God comes down and says, you will win the main event, but you may not have the $10 million. I can't say how you turned it down, Joe. I'm sorry.
So we're going to ask how many people would you say?
I don't know. Let's get a random sampling of 10 or so. And
okay.
See,
I'm going to say it's going to be pretty much down the middle.
You think so?
Yeah. People going to take the $10 million. Screw the bracelet.
So wait. So now you're playing down the middle here. So you're coming down on your side of it.
Well, with the way Nate snap called.
Yeah. Now that's got you thinking, doesn't it?
I'm thinking a little bit.
Got you thinking.
I've been known to hedge a bet now and then.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what we come up with. That'll be fun. We'll have a good time with that. Hey, the limit tournament yesterday, $1,500. The thrill and excitement of limit poker. Limit no limit hold'em, or limit hold'em. Excuse me. Yeah, limit no limit hold'em. It's a
limit no limit.
That's a new game.
It fluctuates.
Yes, it's just it just floats in the breeze.
You're on the button. It's no limit. And you're in the blind. It's limit.
Paul Manani, leader. 69, at least listed as the leader. 60,900 chips. Paul Tedeschi out of Bastia, France. I've never heard of Bastia, France. 60,700. Matt Davenport out of the UK at 58.7. Robert O'Shea, 57. Michael Lind, 55.4. Eric Ben-Samachan. I like that one. Ben-Samachan. 53.4. Mark Mirkalds. What the hell are these names?
Let's ask Alan Kessler, because he's the kind of money guy.
Alan, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Let's we can flag Alan down. 53,000. Andre Danielyuk at 52.6. And Sean Barrios, 50,900. James Obst, 50. Jesse Katz in there. Alan Jaffrey. Schulman's up on the board. Sam Barnhart. Barry Johnston. Hey, okay, Alan, we have a question for you. All right, are you? And I need a straight up answer here.
What time is it now?
It is 1:48. I just have one question. Okay. Alan Kessler, God comes down to you and says you are guaranteed to win the main event, but you must forfeit the $10 million. Do you take it?
Well, that means I'm not going to win it fairly, so I probably wouldn't take it.
You're going to win the tournament fairly.
But you can't get the $10 million.
Guaranteed, you're a lock, and no one will know. No one will know that God said.
As long as I win the tournament legitimately, I would. That's fine.
You give up the $10 million?
No.
Give up the $10 million.
Yeah, that's fine. But I want to win the tournament legit.
Okay. So there you go.
Okay.
Alan Kessler would throw away $10 million to win the main event.
That's pretty. That surprises me.
That is kind of shocking that Alan Kessler would throw away the $10 million. Alan Kessler doesn't throw away $10.
Joe Payne don't throw away $10. That's why I ain't throwing away the $10 million.
All right. So you're down one.
What good is the $10 million going to do me? I'm sorry. What good is the bracelet going to do me 20 years from now? I may not be alive, but I leave my family with 9 of the $10 million. And I have one hell of a party at your house for $1 million.
Yeah. Well, look what Phil Hellmuth does. He has parlayed that into big buku bucks. You could too, Joe.
But when Phil won his main event, it took him a long time to parlay that. He just didn't. Phil Hellmuth didn't become the Phil Hellmuth clothing line, Poker Brat, all sorts of things. It took many, many years to develop that. And I think with the help of also being sponsored by Ultimate Bet and being out there and playing a ton of tournaments. So I don't think there's a former world champion right there, Barry
Johnston,
Yeah,
who,
Barry
is,
Johnston,
who I
yeah.
was just going to mention, is listed in 18th place in this limit tournament.
on his way back to play.
Yeah.
For the 2:00 restart.
Good for Barry.
Good for you.
Good to see him, too. Always nice to see the...
Yep. He's an old timer. He's old school.
Yeah. We need to see more of the old school world champs that are around. They just don't show up. You know, it's kind of disappointing. Let me get my list. Because I was just pulling up a list, and, of course, Mr. Computer is being...
A server not found.
It's a bad internet day.
Server not found.
It's a bad
It's pretty hard to do a show live, trying to give the listeners complete up-to-the-second updates on what's going on if you can't get the information.
I know.
I mean, we could walk into the room, but
this we could.
Yeah. See, the wife's calling now.
Oh, I love it. It says "Love of My Life" on
Yeah, it
Joe's
does say
phone.
that.
It's so sweet.
It does say "Love of My Life."
Mine says "Vampire Bloodsucker." No, I love my wife. I love my wife.
I don't.
Actually, it says "Soul Stealer."
I'll text her.
You know what she does? Because you know what she does to me every day, Joe? She has this magical little device. It's kind of like a cheese
Cattle
shaver.
prod?
No,
Cattle
it's
prod?
like it's like a cheese shaver. You know the cheese shavers where you just slice off a little thin slice of cheese? She has one of those, but it does it to souls. So she takes that and just kind of every day just shaves off a little piece of my soul every day. Every day. Someday it's going to be all gone. She just puts it in a little pile and lights it on fire every afternoon. Actually, it's a weekly thing. You're not buying that, are you?
No.
But it's fun. No, I love my wife. I really do. Yeah, who would be cool to see around here? There's Doyle. We know Bobby Baldwin's popping around here. Hal Fowler? Is Hal still around?
He's still around, obviously.
Yeah.
He's an old timer.
Obviously, we lost Stu Younger. Jack Strauss. Jack Keller. Barry Johnston. You know, Johnny Chan. Where the hell is Johnny Chan?
I have not seen him at all this year.
I haven't either. I have not seen him at all.
I've seen everybody at least once. I haven't seen Chris Moneymaker. Though.
Where is Mansoor at Lobby? 1990 world champion. Where
he is in the Philippines, I think. He lives there full time.
Okay. He should come back. Somebody.
I don't think he can.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Let's leave it at that.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Brad Daugherty.
Haven't seen him this year.
Yeah. Hamid Dasmalchi. I never remember him. I don't know why. I remember Jim Bechtel. And then there's Russ. We all know why he's not here.
Russ?
Yeah. There's much to that story. I know. Trust me, I know. Dan Harrington. Yeah, I haven't seen Dan yet.
I haven't seen
either.
Dan at all. Action Dan.
I have seen Huck Seed. He actually
You
spoke
have
to
seen
me.
Huck Seed?
Yes,
Okay.
he spoke to me. He said
Wow.
more than hello to me this year. So that was a win. Noel Furlong, Chris Ferguson.
He's from Ireland, right? No, I believe he's from Ireland.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to look that up.
I believe he's You might say server not ready.
Yeah. Chris Ferguson. I wonder where Chris is.
I know where Chris is.
Oh.
But just like you can't say how much of the one drop that Antonio got, I cannot tell you where Chris Ferguson is.
Wow.
But I could bring you right to him.
Really? Will you take me to Chris Ferguson?
No. Too far of a drive.
Road trip. What is he? Is he over
I'm
in
not
Bali?
going to
Is
say
he in
where
Bali or something?
I'm not going to say where he's at. I have pretty good information to where he's at, but I'm not going to say where.
Is he in
Some people tell you
Tunisia
something
or-
and say, listen, this is between you and me. It's going to stay between you and me. They didn't say share it with Mark and 100,000 listeners. They didn't say that. I'm not giving it up.
Is he in Iceland?
I'm not giving it up.
Can we take a canoe?
I'm sure you could take a canoe anywhere. Just strap it to the top of your car and go.
All right. That'll work. Robert Marconi. Have not seen Robert here yet. We did see Carlos Mortensen. Chris Moneymaker. By the way, Chris is going to be on the KLAV show next week.
Nice.
So-
From here? We do it from here?
Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it. I'm still waiting for the publicist to let me know. But
Got a publicist, huh?
Yeah. Chris Moneymaker. Well, me, no. Chris, yes. Greg Reamer, of course, been around. I saw Joe Hashem is in town. Jamie Gold has not arrived yet, because if he did, he'd be over here saying hi to me. And we did see Jerry Yang earlier in the World Series. Peter Eastgate, have not seen the Eastgate men. Joe Cotto, of course, won a bracelet. Duhamel flying around. No Pia's Hines. Wicked Chops, Wicked Chops, Wicked Chops. Wicked Chops Poker, everybody. Wicked Chops Poker. Check it out. Got to get that plug in. No Pia's Hines. So, I almost never bust Bernard Lee's chops about anything, but he said Pius was going to be a great ambassador after he won the World Championship. He disappeared.
Who do you think he is? I don't know where he is.
Back in the motherland.
I don't know where he is.
Well, I saw him at the main event last year. That's the only time I've seen the guy. That's interesting. If you win the main event, Joe, because I can't remember. Who was I talking to? Oh, Raymond Davis said if he made the November 9, he disappears. Nowhere to be found. Doesn't want any part of the publicity. But, if you win the main event, are you a guy that gets out like Ryan Reese has, for example, and plays a lot? Or do you go poof?
No, I'm playing. But, and it's funny you say that because last night I was walking around here and I didn't see any of the big-name players. I saw Vanessa Selves playing a cash game, but I didn't. In the what we call the snake pit here, which is that little room. It's not a room; it's a little section that's kind of cordoned off with wood barriers. That's where the high limit games are. But years back, and I did see Robert Thompson playing the other game, and he looked good actually. He's playing an Omaha game the other night. But there was rumors going around where I'm trying to think who Chris Moneymaker was seen playing 2-5 no limit, and
so what?
Like it was that's what I would be playing.
It's fun.
Yeah. Why play in a zone where you have to be uncomfortable? Why not play in a zone where you're comfortable that you can we all know there's going to be swings in this game. No matter how good of a player you are, you're going to sustain sometimes some really big swings. Mm-hmm. Why take big swings for a lot of money just because you won a lot of money? The whole idea is you won a lot of money. Why not play within your means?
Right.
So
what's wrong with playing 2-5? So what?
So what?
You should be happy.
He's broke.
You should be happy.
I think, and that your favorite website 2+2, they would say, he's so and so is broke because he was seen playing 2-5 no limit. Shit.
So what? He's having
I
fun.
play 2-5 no limit. Does that mean I'm broke? I'm sometimes uncomfortable at 2-5 no limit. I'm more comfortable at either 1-2 or 1-3.
Huh.
I like to keep the pots a little on the small side. Does that mean I'm broke because I'm not playing 2-5? Or I am when I do play 2-5, I'm a little nervous?
No, of course not. And you should be happy that a world champion is willing to play 2-5.
Exactly.
Instead of being snotty and locking himself away in Bobby's room and never coming out.
I'll give you an example. About 2 years ago, Scott Fishman, who's one of Dutch Boy's good friends, part of the crew, was seen playing a 1-2 no limit at South Point.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Good for him.
Good for him.
God, sometimes you just want to, just because you have the money doesn't mean you have to blow it. And
exactly.
It doesn't mean, and a lot of times when you play games like that, you can just have a good time and relax.
Like people, I'll give you a prime example personally. People think I'm a really good blackjack player, and I think I am too. But I don't like to go out and play for really, really big stakes. And there's multiple reasons for that. Two of the reasons is that I don't want to have to take those swings because even if you're counting cards, you're not guaranteed to win. You're going to win more than you're going to lose, that's for sure. But the point is you're going to take big swings at the plate, so to speak. And on top of that, you're going to bring more attention to yourself if you're playing big money. I can't afford, in this part of my time of my life, where I'm pretty well known among casino executives, to be out there playing, $500 and $1,000 a hand because I'm going to last all of 2 seconds, basically. Yeah. So I play comfortably green to big red to small green, and I could stay in that comfort zone. And if I sit down and I lose $500-600, it's okay, Win $600-800, it's good. Win $1,000, it's good. But I don't need to take swings for $3,000, $5,000, $8,000, and people think because you win a lot of money, that's what you're supposed to do. How many broke poker players are there who stepped up after they won a tournament because they went into a different level where the game is a lot tougher?
Yep.
And as you go up in the games get tougher. But they think because they have the money, they can afford the game. No,
It's the biggest mistake poker players make.
stepping their game up.
There is a great story, and I'm trying to remember which player it was in Dutch's new book that one had like a 6-figure score, shot over to the biggest cash game in town, and the money was gone that night.
Really? That night?
Gone. See ya. Goodbye.
Wow.
Not smart. That's a bad decision, you know? Ride the horse that got you there. Don't hop on the one that's going to buck you. You know? It's not good. Now, we were talking about something else, too, and I forgot what it was. We were talking World Series champs. Oh, yeah, it's 2 o'clock. So maybe we'll see some of these peeps come out.
They should be coming.
And ask them the mystery question. It should be
How do
interesting.
we know are you going to stop players that you know?
No, just random people. Ask random people. Are you asking random people?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just sit back here and giggle. Because I'll be like, Mark's right. Mark's right. Mark's right.
You going to keep score?
I'm definitely keeping score. I'm up 1-0 already.
Are you counting 1-0 as Nate or
No,
Al?
well, I won't count Nate, but I'll count Kessler because that should be worth 5 points for me.
Yeah.
And don't you think? Kessler willing to walk away from $10 million? That's not bad. This is interesting. This is a different crowd today.
See, a guy like that, a guy would has a sweater turned around him on like that, very conservative. He's taking a $10 million. He's not giving it.
Well, maybe you should have grabbed him and
I
asked.
grabbed him. I know.
Well,
You can almost
feel
tell
free because here they come.
Yeah, they're coming.
They're coming. And grab your microphone and say hi.
I'm trying to pick out who I think.
Oh, don't pick out. Just grab.
You don't want me to. You want a completely scientific survey?
Yeah,
sir. Sir, can we? See, he said no.
See,
he said he's taking.
Whatever.
He said no. He's taking a $10 million.
Look at these guys. Who the heck was that? It's like
no, not at all.
No, what? Wait, you think we're selling? You think I'm like trying to sell you a gold brick or something? Come on. We're just taking a survey. That's all.
He's taking the $10 million.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
we have a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, we have a question. Okay, so we're live here.
We're
on
live
Mark
on the
Hoke
radio.
Show. All right. So pull your mic there, Joe.
Okay, if someone can tell you that you're guaranteed to win the main event, but you can't have the $10 million, or you take the $10 million and you leave the bracelet behind, what are you doing?
So wait, you get a choice between $10 million or the bracelet.
No,
Or
if you can win the championship, you're guaranteed to win the world championship.
The world champion,
but you can't have the $10 million.
Or you can have the $10 million, but you can't be the world champion.
Any money? Do you win any money?
No, there's no getting the $10 million. This is just.
Are you taking the $10 million or are you taking the championship?
I'm gonna take the $10 million.
See, now you worded that differently, though.
I didn't word it differently.
Yeah, the question is.
Thank you, sir.
The question is, would you take the world championship, but you can't have the $10 million?
Okay.
That's the question. So that one didn't count. Good try, though.
Oh. Are you trying to say
Well,
that I
if I'm
skewed
saying-
the question?
Yeah, you skewed the question because you're saying, well, do you want $10 million of the world championship? Well, no shit. The $10 million goes out of play. The $10 million goes out of play. You may not have.
Can we ask you a question? Seriously.
We have
two.
Let me ask AP. AP, come here. Run Good Gear Pro. Okay, AP, here's a question for you, all right? God comes down and says to you, you can win the main event. It's guaranteed. But you cannot have the $10 million.
Or you can have the $10 million, but you're not going to have the world championship. What are you taking?
Well, you guys are not gonna like this answer. I don't believe in God, so I don't know where to
Okay, if a divine deity said the universe got in alignment and said you can win
Okay, so I'm gonna win the main event, but I'm gonna have $10 million.
you can't have the $10 million.
Oh, I can choose. Oh, $10 million, not even close.
See, that's not the question, Joe.
Well, wait a second. That's the question.
Okay, let's simplify it here. You can win. You can be the world champion, but you can't have the $10 million. It's a lock. It's a lock.
There you go.
99% of the people would take the $10 million. It's not even close.
Well, see,
it's
Joe,
not even close. It's not even a real question. Like, this shouldn't be a question.
That's what I say.
See, you're not.
Mr. Mark Hoke thinks, oh no, hands
you're
down.
putting the addendum in there.
No, you can't have both. You can either have the $10 million, no championship, or the world championship, no $10 million.
Well, see, everybody's going to take $10 million then.
That's what we discussed.
No, we discussed the guarantee. It's a lock to. It's.
You're a lock to win the championship.
You pay $10 million.
Thank you.
Thanks, AP. Hey,
Thank
nice
you for
run the other day, by the way. No, the question is if there's a lock. If it is a lock for you in the main event, but you got to give up the $10 million.
But you
can't have the $10 million. Do you take it? Do you take the world championship but lose the money?
Or do you take the money?
No, you don't take the money. The money is gone.
That's not. Well, of course, someone's gonna. If you can't have the money, then you're loading up the question in the wrong direction.
Well,
now.
that was the question that I was asking.
No.
That was the question I asked. No, there's no choice.
You gave me a choice.
You could play the tournament and try to win it. But the choice is either get the win. It's a lock.
You didn't like that the last two people we asked said taking the $10 million. Now you're hedging.
You get a lock. It is a lock for you to win, but you can't have the $10 million. Do you take the lock? See, Joe, you're all disgusted now. I'm taking. I'd take the.
You're
$10
doing
million.
a mulligan on. You're taking a mulligan on me here.
No, I'm asking the same question I
No,
was
you're
asking.
not.
Yeah, I am.
I have a choice of let me clear this up now. Here's my choice.
Here's your choice.
I can win the world championship.
Guaranteed.
Or
but the $10 million is gone. You can't have the $10 million.
No, that's not. Well, of course,
are you willing to pay the $10 million?
No, that's not a fair question. Of course, everybody's going to take the world championship.
Of course, you could win the world champion, have the chance to win the world championship, and still get the $10 million.
The fair way to ask that question is: would you be willing to give up the $10 million in cash, but still retain the world championship?
Yeah. Would you be willing to give up the $10 million to get the world title?
Or would you be willing to take the $10 million and not be recognized as the world champion? That year there was no winner. That's how the question should be posed.
Oh, so okay. So now what you're saying is, that's two different questions. Because now your question is, if I won the world championship,
here's my
choice.
Here's the way to pose the question.
The only way I could get the $10 million is I forfeit the world title.
You're hedging on me here. Here's the way the question should be posed. Okay, you win. You play the tournament. You win.
I win.
Here's what they say to you: would you rather have the $10 million and not be able to market yourself at all,
and it's gone? You've won it, and you are an asterisk. Your history.
You leave the $10 million. You get the bracelet, and you get the opportunity to market yourself and possibly make more than $10 million.
See,
that's how the question should be posed.
That's two very good questions, actually. I think it's two very good questions. So question one is, if you're guaranteed to win the championship before the tournament starts.
I don't think it should be question one, question two. It should be this. It should be you're hedging, Mr. Hoke, because you realize
but I think that's a good question too. If you won the world championship, but they said for you to keep the $10 million, you had to forfeit it, and it would be wiped from the world's memory, would you do it?
Yeah.
That's a good question too. I think it's a great question, actually. So it's two really good questions.
The people are taking the $10 million.
See, and
I've asked two people, and both of them. You've asked a pro, and we asked a random player. We should say.
See, I like it. I think that's two very good questions. One is you're a lock, but you can't have the money. The other is you win it.
You can have the money, but
then
not the
you
recognition.
can either have one or the other.
So the questions we pose: you take the money, no recognition. You take the recognition, no money. That's how the question should be posed.
It's an interesting dual scenario.
And I'm back on to the majority is going to take the $10 million.
Boy, that would suck to win it and then have to give the $10 million and then have to give it back. Ooh. That would hurt.
What are you giving back? They're giving you $10 million.
But you lose the world title.
Sir, can we ask you a question?
Jesse Caps. All right. Well, actually, we're going to ask two questions.
Okay.
I'm going to ask two questions.
You are playing the main event this year. Is that correct?
Hopefully.
Okay, hopefully.
Okay. Jesse Caps. Okay, Jesse, here's my first question. All right. The divine deity comes down to you and says, you will be guaranteed to win the main event. But for you to do this, you cannot have the $10 million. Do you take it? Do you take the world championship?
All right, now here's my question for you. Now this is a gift from God.
This is a gift from the gods.
$10 million, or he's gifting you.
You are
The
gifted
recognition of being
you are,
a
you are
right.
the main event champion, but the
Yeah,
money
if
is.
you take the $1 million, you get no recognition, no
Now
bracelet.
here's my main question for you. If considered gifts are not taxable. Is that correct? Is that correct?
Let's take the taxes out of the equation.
Tax free.
Here's the
$10
question.
million tax free.
The question is, if you are a lock.
$10 million will set me for life.
There you go.
Okay, $10 million would set me for life. If it was taxable, I might take the prestige. I can actually go next year and I can play the main event every year until I'm dead. And maybe I won't win it, but I'll have $10 million in my pocket.
There you go. See? He's thinking outside the box.
See, I'm thinking outside the box.
I take the $10 million in a heartbeat.
Well, if I'm playing, I'm probably getting it back right now, so I'm not getting that whole $10 million.
So you would not value the world.
$10 million for me would be,
Well, it'd be for everybody, absolutely.
Huge. See?
Did Antonio get $10 million when he won Bracelet?
No.
18, but how much did he really get? He didn't get $10 million.
See, I knew that number too, by the way. He just gave it up.
So,
I knew the number, even though
I know
you.
it's less than $10 million.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Oh, it.
nobody in
Oh,
poker is
hang on,
worth
just.
$10 million.
He wants to know. How
Sorry.
much?
50.
Thank you.
Okay,
See,
so Jesse
we're-
Caps
we're on
says
the-
the
we're on the
10
same
million.
wavelength, yeah.
Jesse Caps says the 10 million is more
Absolutely,
important.
Jesse.
Alan
Good choice,
Kessler,
by the way.
Alan Kessler said that the championship was more important.
But Alan Kessler is all about recognition. I remember playing.
But
in a
some
tournament-
players are. That's
I'll have a bracelet that's worth $100K maybe.
Maybe. If you win the $10 million, you can have a duplicate made up.
And even still, if you win the World Series, you're back for life in poker. You're back
Right.
for life. But I can't go play
And Jesse, you win the $10 million, you can have a replica bracelet made for you.
Exactly. I could have.
There you go.
No doubt. $10 million.
Man, the man is thinking outside the
$10
box.
million in the pocket. All right, have fun, guys.
all right. 25. No, it's all cash.
Cash. We are conducting
There's
clothing
it's,
sales.
It's
right
busy
now.
out here.
Sir, can we
It's
ask you a question?
Yeah, we're doing a poll here.
Are you playing the main event this year? 50-50. Okay.
All right. Well, here's the question. Let's say God comes down to you and says, "I will guarantee you that you will win the main event, but you have to give up the $10 million." Would you do it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
You would.
So we're
$10 million is an awful lot of money.
we're so
Give up the $10 million, but there are going to be other things I get down the road, so I'll make more than $10 million for winning.
Okay.
okay. There you go.
There's a man who's thinking that
Yeah,
he can
see,
market
we're-
himself above
we're-
and beyond the $10 million.
We're-
I think that would be very difficult to do, especially now with the Black Friday and not being that many internets.
Rephrase it. Let me explain what I would do. If I win the $10 million, there's zero chance I couldn't get a buddy to sponsor me for the future forever.
Right.
So
Mhm.
it's big money for me.
Yeah.
If I get 50% of what he sponsors me into the future, I'll earn a lot of money.
There you go.
But will you earn $10 million?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
$1 million right now to play tournaments all the time.
A makeup? You're going to have a makeup in that?
See,
Oh,
there you
don't
go.
care. Well, see, you got rich buddies.
So we're
I
about
don't have rich buddies.
we're about even right now.
No, we're not even. You're still behind. And he had a lot of caveats as to.
Yeah, well, because he knows what he's talking about. He's a smart man.
I'll have God give me a call.
I would.
Just leave us your number.
There you go. See, there's a guy that's thinking. No, there's no soul.
You have
no
to sell
soul.
your soul. No,
No soul. No soul. Just give up the money. And here's Kara Scott. Kara, can I
Kara, we
ask
have
you
a
a question? Can I ask you a quick question?
Real quick.
Because we're going to get the most honest answer you're ever going to get on this. All right. Here's the question. All right. God comes down to you and says, Kara, I am going to guarantee that you will win the main event of the World Series of Poker.
Sweet. Okay.
But you have to give up the $10 million. Would you take the deal?
Oh, I would absolutely take the deal. Absolutely.
Or you can, but see, he's not phrasing it correctly.
I am phrasing correctly.
You get the $10 million, but you get
or
no bracelet and no ability to people to recognize that you won the main event. You get the $10 million.
There's.
There you
But
go.
it's a different question. That's what I keep
telling you. It's not a
telling
different
you.
question. You have a choice of one or the other. Of course, somebody's going to say.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely. There you go. I would.
See.
Can you say that one more time?
I would totally take the money.
There you go. Yes, one for me. Thank you. She would totally take the money.
Well, I would. Under your scenario, I'd probably take the money too.
No, but you
it's
take
a
the
different
bracelet and the
scenario.
recognition. That's how the question should be posed. Bracelet, this. And don't use the God thing because there are people who don't like to get God
they
involved.
deity forces align.
Okay, so there's all the stars line up. And you're going to win
the chicken.
You're going to win the main event, but you can keep the main event win, the recognition, and the bracelet, or the $10 million. Which are you taking?
See, I think it's a different question though, because mine is pre, yours is post.
Well, the way you say it, of course they're going to say no. I'll take the recognition.
Because that's my question. Would you be willing to walk away for $10 million? You're still walking away from $10 million. Yours is scarier. Mine is.
Get up $10 million is scary.
Oh, I know.
Winning $10 million is scary. It's a scary scenario.
Yeah. $10 million.
Oh my God.
I love you, Joe.
I love you
we're
too.
having fun today.
We are having fun
We're
today.
having fun. It's nice to see people
this
here,
kid-
by the way.
This kid's taking the $10 million. Sir,
Zach, come here.
we have a
All right.
question. Watch
All right,
the
I got
camera.
a question. All right, here's my question. God comes down to you.
No,
and says,
leave God out of
know.
this.
Are you okay with God, or do you have a
All the stars line up.
All right, and you are
you're gonna
guaranteed.
win and you are going to win the main event.
You're locked to win the main.
But you can't
have
the
money.
$10 million. Or, let me finish, or you take the $10 million, but you'll never be recognized as the main event winner and you won't be able to market yourself. What are you doing? There you go, baby.
See, but it's a different question.
It's not a different question.
Under my scenario, if you could guarantee to win the main event, but you can't have the money, you know you're a lock to win, but the money is gone. Do you take it?
But so you don't get the $10 million regardless.
You don't get the $10 million.
Of course, it's an easy. Yeah. Well,
Right.
See the way you phrase it, it's a.
Well,
it's
yeah,
a
because-
no-brainer
because-
the $10 million is not on the table. But if you put the $10 million on the table, very few people are walking away from the $10 million. Very few, except the dodo bird with the white hoodie.
Yeah, a couple.
Who claims that?
And Alan Kessler.
Alan Kessler said he wouldn't take. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, because Alan's all about self-promoting.
And I wouldn't either.
So I'm ahead.
If I was a lock, I take the
question,
I take the championship.
The way
and
you're
forget
posing
the
the question. Yeah, you have to exactly.
Well, that's why I asked the question the way I asked.
Let's ask this gentleman right here.
All right, here we go.
Whoa,
Whoa,
it's okay.
All right, we're
all
all right.
the stars are going to line up, and you're going to win the main event this year. But you can't. But it sounds about right. Okay, I like this.
Okay, that's good.
But you can't take the $10 million, or you take the $10 million, you don't get the bracelet, and you don't get the recognition of winning the World Series. What do you take? Take the $10 million. There you go. I'm telling you, you're not.
Your question is different from my
It's not.
question.
Well, your question is, it's the main event.
See, my question is, you have a chance. You're told you're going to win the main event.
I'm supposed to give your players a choice. You're not
I
giving
am.
them a
Sure
choice.
I am. I'm
You
giving
win the
them a
main
choice.
event or you don't win the main event. Duh.
If you win the main event, but you lose, but you can't have the money. It
Well,
puts
then
the value.
if that's
because
a choice, the other choice has to be you get the $10 million, but you don't get the bracelet, and no one never knows who won that year.
This is going to be a fun video to post.
It's
by
like
the way.
a blank. You know how there's a canvas there, or there was the last couple of years, with one winner covered up.
Yeah.
And the year you win,
Do we shoot it with
covered up.
paintballs?
What?
Should we shoot it with paintballs or something? You know what we could do? We could shoot it with paintballs and write Russ Hamilton in paintballs. On
you're talking about Russ? Okay.
Yeah, his is covered up.
I don't think he's up there anymore.
Oh, is it?
I don't think so.
I thought Chris's was down. I'll have to double check.
Who? Chris who? Ferguson?
Yeah.
See, that's another discussion. Where do you draw the line? Who gets covered? Who doesn't?
I think none of them should be covered. I thought it was
like-
kind
it's-
of. I
it's
thought
like
it was
Pete-
kind of a cute little move by the boys last year, but you can't.
Well,
that
it's not
bothers
last
me
year.
because that
I
happens.
think they did it the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Right?
That was just last year. It was
No.
new.
It was last year. Might have been the second year.
You can't. You
It's
can't
the
change
same
history.
thing as the Pete Rose thing.
You can't change.
Should
history.
Pete Rose not be in the Hall of Fame?
Of course, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Can we ask you a
Oh
question?
God, here we go again.
We have to ask
Can
you
I
a
ask
question.
my question first?
No, let's ask the question.
This is my question first. Brent.
Yes.
All right. Brent Hanks here. Ultimate Poker. Brent. God comes down to you and says, Brent, you're going to win the main event. Guaranteed. But you cannot have the money.
Or
do you take that?
Oh, let me look. There's a second part to the question. Or you can take the $10 million, you don't get the bracelet, and you don't have the recognition of winning the main event.
So
In other
you
words,
win it,
there's
but
going to
you
be
lose
the winner's going to be covered. There's going to be no winner that year, but you get the $10 million. What are you doing?
I think it's a no-brainer. You take the $10 million.
There you go. There you go. It's easy. Thank you, sir. There you go. It's exactly. There's a man who's thinking outside the box.
I think the prestige of winning the main event is more important than the money.
It is no. Maybe if it was $1 million, back in the days in the beginning, and actually, Russ was the first. Hamilton was the first guy to win the $1 million. Players before that won less than $1 million. Now we're up to $10 million. That's pretty hard to walk away from. And of course, the way you're posing the question, the money's not even on the table. Of course, they're going to say, "Oh yeah, I'll win it without the money." Sure, because they're thinking, well, I can at least make.
See, but to me, a lot of players have said to me that the money is more important than winning that thing.
Well, now we're finding out that the money is more important.
To some.
So far,
Not
I think
Alan
it's about
Kessler.
5-1.
Not Alan Kessler.
Alan Kessler and Nate were the only two people that said.
And the other guy.
Well, because the way you pose the question. It's like a kangaroo court. Sir, can we ask you a question? Real quick.
Oh, my God.
Are you playing the main event this year? You're not. Okay, but if you were going to play the main event and all the stars were going to line up and you were going to win the main event, but you could not take the $10 million. Okay. Or the other choice is you win the main event, you get the $10 million, but you don't get the bracelet and no one knows that you ever won the main event. What are you doing?
I take the fame.
Take the fame.
So it's one for you.
He'd take the fame.
But no one's going to know, though. You keep that in mind. You're not going to be able.
Well, he does under my scenario. He does. He's good.
Oh, okay.
He said, "Screw the $10 million."
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And nice shirt,
Thank
by
you.
the way.
Thank you.
Okay. See,
you got one.
See, I've got
Well, if
four.
you want to count,
I've got four.
Well, you do have four, and I got like six.
No, you got like five.
I'm ahead, though, ain't I?
Barely. Even under your scenario.
I think my scenario is the fair scenario.
I wonder what Antonio.
Antonio, real quick.
Oh,
come on, Antonio.
I have a survey question. It's important.
He's just not.
Because that would be an
he
interesting
likes me.
person to
I
ask
think he
the
doesn't
question.
like you. What's up with that?
He spoke to me.
Oh, he did speak to you? Yeah. He doesn't want to do the show. We've asked him multiple times. Always has an excuse.
I'm not asking Brenda.
Ask Brenda.
Okay, Brenda, come here. Since you've been texting my show, now you have to answer it.
Text me while I'm on the air.
Yeah.
Do you want me to stop?
Brenda? All right, Brenda. Since
You
Joe
ask your
wants me to
question?
ask it this way, here we go. All right.
I know the answer.
Here's your choices. All right. God comes down and says, "You will
Leave
win the."
God out of
I'm
this.
not leaving. I'm leaving.
No, people get stars are all good. Leave
Fine,
God out of it.
okay,
People get
this-
insulted with God.
Okay.
Okay. We
so,
know that.
So that's okay. So God shows up and says, "Brenda, you're going to win the main event. Guaranteed. But you can't have the money." Okay.
Or you can have the money, no recognition, no bracelet. Take the money. Like I said, I knew what Brenda would
I
answer.
knew that was a rig.
And the reason I know that, she's texting me for $50. See what I mean? So I know. What's that?
Oh, wow.
We were just talking about that, how, in my opinion, this World Series has been less than stellar as far as attendance-wise.
Wow.
Whoa, there goes the camera.
Oh.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
All right, hold on.
No,
I'm
that's-
going to pay
that's
Brenda
kind of
live on the
adjusted.
air.
There you go.
I'm
We'll
just
do
gonna-
this, and then we're going
Should
to take
I-
a commercial break.
See this? I didn't want to spend this 20 because I bet somebody on the Rangers.
Wow, look at that thing.
And they put.
It
at
says.
first I thought it said go
I think you
Rangers,
should
but it said
keep that.
go Hawks. Rangers
You
suck. But meanwhile, he paid me, so I don't think I'm going to give away this 20.
What does that
But
say on the back? It says Rangers suck, go Hawks.
Rangers suck, go Hawks.
Yeah.
So people are Ranger haters, but they pay.
Joe's is peeling them off right here on the air, by the way.
$50. Here you go.
I'll bring it to you Thursday.
What are
There
you
you
bringing Thursday?
Thursday
This is great.
Yeah, but you mean Battle of the Bars?
Battle of the Bars coming up for Nevada Poker League. NevadaPokerLeague.com. Check it out.
Ricardo's is having a wedding on Saturday.
Ricardo's has a wedding.
You knew that?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Are you marrying one of the... Are you marrying?
Yes, we're on the air right now.
Are you marrying one of the WSOP girls? We don't always talk. We talk poker things that are poker related, but it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to
But that was a pretty good discussion about the $10 million, though.
I think it's kind of
We
fixed.
fixed it,
Actually, it is kind of fixed. All right. Well,
sorry to hear about your little car accident.
Well, I'm going to get a commercial break in while you guys are chit-chatting. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back.
MMA fight fans, the World Series of Fighting returns to Las Vegas Saturday, June 21st at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. 3 World Championship fights. Women's strawweight champion Jessica Aguilar versus Emi Fujino. Georgie Karakanyan defends his featherweight title against Rick Glenn. And David Branch goes head-to-head against Jesse Taylor for the middleweight championship. Saturday, June 21st at The Joint. For tickets, go to AXS.com and the Hard Rock box office or WSOF.com.
RunGoodGear.com is one of poker's premier online stores for apparel. Their mission is to provide poker players with stylish and comfortable clothes for their daily grind. You've probably seen Run Good Gear at the World Series of Poker through Run Good Poker Pro Rob Salaburo or around the country through the WSOP circuit. Today, RunGoodGear.com is the place to go to gear up for the poker fell. So go there now with the promo code Hoke. That's HOKE for 10% off your entire online purchase. Remember Hoke. Now go gear up.
When it comes to custom poker tables, why would you buy something someone else designed and even named for their sales or marketing purposes? The Nighthawk, the Gambler, the Big Slick, the Nuts. Sure, you can customize it if you want as long as you choose between black, red, or even green cloth, but that's about it. When you choose to play off tilt, it's not just another table, it's your table. The same price gets you a fully custom designed table that reflects your style and game. Off tilt makes it easy to design a truly one-of-a-kind custom poker table that'll give you home table advantage. Sure, Off Tilt could name their tables for marketing purposes, but why? It's not ours. We don't play on it. And to be honest, there are over 1,000 named Off Tilt tables worldwide, including the WSOP, the Deep Stacks Poker Tour, the Jonathan Papelbon, as well as Julie's, Chris's, Scott's, Amber's, Tristan's, just to name a few. So let us add your name to the list and deliver a truly custom-crafted, furniture-quality poker table worthy of your game. Visit www.offtiltpokertables.com or call Brian Knott today at 262-490-3812. We'll show you why Off Tilt is the only way to play.
Sports bettors, tired of getting beat every week at your sportsbook? It's time to stop guessing and start winning. We all know cash is king, and it's time to let the team at Double Digit Covers come to the rescue to help you get the positive cash flow you need to live the life you've always dreamed about. Tony Dos and his all-star sports handicapping team will be in your corner to help you beat the point spread, bring excitement and winning to your betting experience, and build your bankroll to levels you never thought possible. Get free winning sports information at DoubleDigitCovers.com. Stop guessing and start winning today at DoubleDigitCovers.com.
Call now for today's free winner. 1-855-489-2700. That's 1-855-489-2700.
At Team Poker Joker, we build innovative, high-performance, poker-focused apparel designed to keep you cool and calm in tough situations. Wait, no we don't. We've just got a cool brand representing the suits of this beautiful game called poker. Our gear won't make you better, but it will keep a smile on your face. So don't be so serious and show you know how to have fun. Get your Poker Joker gear today at TeamPokerJoker.com. Grin and win today at TeamPokerJoker.com.
9 poker players on a dramatic path to glory with unbelievable twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's the Final 9 comic from Room 110 Publishing. Go to final9comic.com to download the first issue preview and get ready for the official launch coming soon. 9 will become one way or another. Final9comic.com. And for more details, make sure to follow them on Twitter and like them on Facebook at Final9Comic.
The heat is on. Whether you're in the hot seat of a major poker tournament or just dealing with everyday life, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water, and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. The towel is lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy no matter where you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. No need to sweat it out, no matter what you're doing, when you have an Arctic Blue cooling towel handy. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, poker players, first responders, physical therapists, U.S. automakers, and even reality TV stars. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at arcticblu.com and pick yours up today. Plus, enter the discount code MarkHokeShow when you check out and get 15% off plus free shipping to keep some of your cold hard cash in your wallet. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot. So pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel Apparel.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, and we're back after a spirited discussion, even though I think Jim changed the question. And our camera got punted, too. I think we're on a little bit of a goofy angle here. I just noticed that. We're on, yeah, we're on. Yeah, we're kind of.
We can thank Brendan Johnson for.
We kind of got sunk down a little bit.
Brendan told me she's watched the show a couple of times. Did not like the angle of the camera. So if I ever get down there,
so she came down here.
I'm just going to give it a real good
She
kick.
didn't even like just tap it. That was a flagrant Mason Malmuth run into it.
Ooh, can I come on the show? You know who I am, right?
You know who I am. No, it wasn't a can I come on the show.
No, you want me on the show?
You know, you want me on the show.
Devilfish.
There's Jeff Gross, everybody.
Jeff Gross is taking a
Jeff
$10 million.
Gross.
Jeff, we have a quick question for you. You have 1 minute?
Okay, come here. Help me out.
All the stars are going to line up, and you're going to win the main event this year. But you can't have the $10 million. You can have the bracelet and the recognition, or you don't get the bracelet, you don't get the recognition, you get the $10 million. Which one you taking?
I gotta take the $10 million.
There you go. That's my boy. Too much money. You see, I told you.
Goodbye, Jeff.
Look how disappointed Mark is.
Goodbye, Jeff. It was nice knowing you, Jeff.
Got to take the 10 mil. My boy.
Joe, look, we sank. You see? Look at the camera. We sank. We're down.
We did sink a little bit, didn't we? We look like height challenge people right now.
Producer's beating the cameraman right now. Yeah, well, there you go. By the way, no age restriction. We were discussing that. No age restriction to go to the WSOF fights tonight.
No, oh, so there is no age restriction.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I just look, see this.
Yeah, but you said that off air, I think.
Well, and now I'm saying it on here. Is there an age restraint to come to the fights? No, sir. So bring the babies.
So you bring your daughter then?
I don't know. That maybe. I don't know. I got to see where these seats are because I think they're pretty good.
Are they good seats?
Well,
is there a seating plan? I would take you to check the internet, but you probably have server not available.
Section 101, wherever Section 101 is. I may have a seating chart over there. I don't know. Do I have a seating chart on that pile of stuff? It's in plastic. World Series of Fighting coming up. Very little time for you to get down for the prelims, but of course the main events are coming up. NBC Sports. Start at 6 o'clock. Nope, it is definitely not there. All right. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
So, hey, by the way, we have Heads Up Champion.
We
10K,
do.
10K is over.
Is it the upset?
It is the upset. Davide Soriano has knocked off Sam Stein and has won the Heads Up Championship.
There is no upsets when it's heads up, especially when you have a 6-1 chip count lead. That's not an upset.
$335,553. That's
not
kind of a goofy
bad.
number. That's all right. So that's a good payday for your 10K investment. I would take.
This gentleman would take the $10 million.
I would take.
So can we ask you a question? No.
No.
Not.
That's all right.
Some people are a little shy.
He's bitter.
So can we ask you a question?
All right.
Are you playing the main event this year? Okay. If you were to play the main event,
you take your mic out because I'm getting tired of popping mine.
If you were to play the main event and all the stars would line up, and it's guaranteed you're going to win it, but you can't have the $10 million. You can have the bracelet and the recognition, or you can have the $10 million. No one's going to know you ever won the World Series main event, and you're not going to have the bracelet. What are you taking?
You take the bracelet.
Takes the bracelet.
And you're leaving the $10 million on the table.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Go Saints.
Money comes and goes.
Money comes and goes.
There you go.
You know, you could buy a
Don't try to talk him out of it. He made his decision.
I'm just letting him know that you put all that with that $10 million, you can probably buy a replica bracelet.
But it's not the bracelet.
Not the same. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
One for you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. You're a winner. Congratulations.
Who?
What?
Exactly. Okay. But $10 million is a lot of money, though.
Oh, see there.
Can you name the last 3 winners? Oh, see. Hey, what's up, bud? No, nothing, man. Nothing. You can't name the last.
Reese Merson and Hines.
Well, Jamie Gold's 2007, 6, yeah.
6.
Actually, a guy who wore that jersey, I think. Warren Moon.
Darvin Moon, runner-up. Runner-up.
Yeah, runner-up.
Runner-up to Joe Cotta.
Joe Cotta.
One of the more.
Looking
back, one of the more intriguing.
He got an
heads-up
interesting
matchups.
penalty during that final table too.
Oh yeah.
Checking the nuts.
Well, thank you for being correct.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you for your
Thank you for
honest
being
answer.
correct.
I wouldn't say it's correct. Thank you for your honest
I think
answer.
it's correct.
Correct because you think
you
that
take
way.
the prestige and you parlay it.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
I think it's all about your perspective. Do you care more about money, or you care more about the
Oh,
experience?
he's coming back for one more.
There you go. You care about money, you're not
in
in for the game.
So what about these athletes that sign $1 million contracts then? Well, they're not in it for the game, are they? They're in it for the money, aren't they? So you're against free agency then?
Joe!
We're branching off to another subject.
Oh, my God.
When I was growing up, when you were on a team, that was your team that you were on. None of this free agency where you just bargained yourself to another team when your contract was up. Like Mickey Mantle. Think about that.
We're from Seattle, so it's funny how I'm Saints fan.
Yeah.
But in order to go to a football game, unless you're corporate, because the seats there are like $100, but most of the seats are $235, $300, $500.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And that's because they got to play the player's contract. Well, you see, here's the guy I was looking for. Hey, Reese.
There's another guy. Joe's
Joe's
bringing all his friends.
No,
in this.
I'll know how he'll answer this question.
All right, we got one more.
Reese, we have to. We're live on air. We want to ask you this question.
Here he is. There you go.
If all the stars lined up, and you were to win the main event, but you had to leave the $10 million behind, or you get the $10 million, you don't get the bracelet, and you don't get the recognition. No one ever knows who won the main event that year. You taking the $10 million, or you taking the bracelet, the recognition with the ability to market yourself to possibly make $10 million or more? What are you doing?
Simple. It's real simple.
What's simple?
Money's easy to make.
So you're taking the bracelet?
No. Yes.
Yes. See, and you thought I was bringing over a.
Why wouldn't you?
No, I'm taking
the bracelet.
I'm taking it
We're
10
dead
million.
even now.
Here's what I'm doing. I'm taking it 10 million. I'm taking it. Take it 10 million. I'm giving it to Reese to invest it for me.
There you go. All right.
And you thought I was bringing over a ringer.
I thought you were bringing a ringer.
He's
but
one
that's
of our
all right.
guys from the league, who I thought would take the 10 million.
He did
in
not.
a heartbeat.
He did not. So in other words, you tried to bring in a ringer, but he rung you.
No, I thought he would take the 10 million.
Yeah,
No.
he rung you. Your ringer turned out to be a squarer. That's a winner. All right.
And it's not good that he's in the hallway right now.
That's great.
It's not good that he's in the hallway. Reese, did you get disqualified?
No, I didn't get disqualified. I just lost.
Oh, nice.
So you're no longer in. Okay. I was just asking Kevin what table you're at, but cancel that thought. Okay. You flop a set, you're probably gonna lose, and you lose. You're probably gonna lose a whole bunch of money.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
there you go.
Had that recognition and bracelet. Maybe that'd work for you.
I think that would be great.
See, if you had the
You're
10
right
million, you'd be like, I don't care.
It's-
Where's my next tournament?
Joe's just not letting it go. Oh, the money.
Well, the
That's a
rep-
good line. The money is easy to discard, but
it's
the
not your
reputation
it's
is
not your
forever.
reputation. I mean, you personally
Joe.
will know that you won the event. You just didn't take the bracelet, or you're not able to boast about it.
Did you notice, by the way, that? Did you notice that every time somebody goes against me, I'm like, okay. But
That's
whenever
not
somebody
true.
goes against Joe, I don't know what you do, but I gotta make it. Come on,
I didn't know you were an
man.
auctioneer.
I haven't heard Joe talk since I told him a few weeks ago that he was going to win the Stanley Cup.
Oh.
They did a good job. They were very commendable, but they were outplayed. They were out-hustled.
Outplayed.
Oh,
so 3
God,
games,
here we go. I
3
really want to
games
talk about
go
this heads
into
up.
overtime, 2 into double overtime, and they were outplayed.
Yes, they lost them.
That's not.
That's a good point.
They lost,
Well, if you
but
got-
they weren't out.
Oh, okay. So what do you get? Moral victory?
Yeah.
Take the moral victories.
Do you take the stand? Joe, do you
Take
take
the moral victory and take the 10 million.
Do you take the? that was awesome.
Credibility.
Yeah. All right.
Watch
That's
the
it.
camera.
Yeah, we've already beaten the camera. So Davide Suriano is your heads-up champion, by the way,
And not Reese Sigley.
And
God almighty. You know, of all the people we sent down here to play, we sent 16 seats we gave away. I thought for sure he'd at least make it to the dinner break.
Joe, be nice.
I was out early twice, so I can't say
yeah,
too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
so-
a good point. Hey, Suriano, by the way, big hand at the end, 8s against Coleman's ace-5. Flops a set, turns a full house, wins the championship, knocks off Sam Stein. And 36 hands, only 36 hands to end that thing. That's it.
That's
quick.
Almost as quick as the senior event where they only play like 5 hands heads up.
Well, Heimiller had that dude bashed. But 36 hands for the heads up, and it's over. So Suriano is your champion. He's pretty happy, saying it's going to change his life, as well it should when you win a 10K like that.
But the money's going to change his life? He just
the title. All right, you want to go back? Okay, let me pull the update.
I thought you
because
said
I'm
he
gonna
said the
read
money is
exactly
going to
what-
change his life.
Here's what he said: This victory. Do
you think when
this
he
victory?
you
Here's your
think-
quote. Don't change the quote. Don't you dare. You be quiet for about 3 seconds.
That's pretty awful
This
for me to do.
This victory is going to change my life. Not the $330,000+ This victory.
Okay.
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 So that means I break the tie and I win on that one.
Oh, yeah. You just taking people's opinions from what they said, because everything you read on the internet is the absolute truth.
Well, that's what he said.
There's nothing false on the internet.
That's what he said.
And do you know
not
for a
trust-
fact that he said that?
That's the quote.
That's what's reported he said.
That's what. Well,
Obama also said, if you like your doctor, you'll be able to keep him. He did say that. I heard him say that.
Well, I think this is pretty legit. This is pretty simple. This victory is going to change my life.
Obamacare is pretty simple. No,
No. Don't. No, you know where I'm at on that.
Where are you on that?
Hey, the mixed game. We have had 2 eliminations.
Oh.
And one very
And
sad.
this is the dealer's choice game?
Yes, very sad and heartbreaking.
Oh, is Jennifer Harmon out?
Jennifer Harmon was eliminated in 10th place on the stud 8 hand.
That's because you said
against
something when
Aaron
she walked
Schaff.
by.
I was trying to root her on.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Well,
Almost as good as the $10 million.
Thanks a lot.
If you like
Jen
your
Harmon.
doctor, you'll be able to keep him.
Jen Harmon out in 9th place or 10th place, and Melissa
the
Burr.
unofficial final table.
Melissa Burr is out in 9th, so she made
two ladies go out 10 and 9, huh?
She was playing stud 8 on 6th Street. Burr first act led out with an all-in bet. Frank Casella and Shane Abbott. Oh, geez. Called and they checked their final card. Casella with King 10 for a pair of kings. Abbott with Deuce 8, and then announced he was rolled up. And Burr, well, nothing.
That's ironic that the 2
Pair of
women went
kings.
out 9th and 10th because
That's
last
pretty
year in the
gross.
main event, the last 2 women went out 11th and 10th.
Yeah, 2 years
Yeah.
ago. That was horrifying.
Yeah.
I was there. I was calling the action.
You were calling the action?
I was calling the action on the Mark Hoke Show. Well, on my old show.
It wasn't called the Mark Hoke Show
It was
then.
Fifth Street Radio, but yeah.
Fifth Street Radio.
So Dealer's Choice is now down to 8. Aaron Schaff and Robert Mizraki listed as your co-leaders. 440,000. Arthur Morris 204. Shane Abbott 190. Bill Chen 185. Frank Casella 150. Daniel Adema has dropped. He is at 120. And Marco Johnson bringing up the rear at 87,000.
I guess
chips.
the pool is this way, huh?
It could be E to C too. I'm not really sure.
Okay, it's true too.
By the way, I drove down here this morning.
Oh, you did?
And I ran into EDC traffic at about 8:30 this morning.
Pretty horrifying.
That ought to tell you something. By the way, I think 26 felony arrests and like
How much?
9 people seriously hospitalized. 26 felony arrests.
That's small. It just started.
Yeah, it's
Speaking
not
of dealer's
It's not
choice,
even Saturday night.
You want to ask Jeff Gross again? About
I'd like to. I'd like to ask Jeff Gross again.
Jeff Gross took the $10
dirty,
million.
Dirty rat bastard. No, I love Jeff Gross. Limit Hold'em at 118.
Probably.
There's a lot of people left.
No. That's true too.
Oh, PLO 6-handed. I forgot the 6-handed event.
We can't.
Yeah, we got to make sure we mention that because that did start yesterday. We've got 72 left. Corey Kilpatrick leading the way. He's looking for his second World Series poker bracelet.
So he's looking for his horse.
Could be.
Can't remember where he parked it. I found him.
Has he been through the desert on a horse with no name?
America.
Davide Katai in second. Matthew.
Watch the camera.
Jack.
I can always come in the back door. I swear I can't come in the front door.
Joe's having all sorts. No, Brenda, bad.
God,
You've already made us
don't
short.
eat up someone else's plate.
Ah, good God. Corey Kilpatrick, Davide Katai, Matteo Jacquemin, Alito Donato, Brandon Crawford, Brant Hale, David Bakes Baker, your biggest name up there. Michael Gorodinsky also on the board in 8th in that event. J.C. Tran making a run. He's in 12th. Rasty's in 15th. Sir Watson 17th. Jason Mercier 18th. Christian Harder in 20th.
Mentally unstable.
Scotty Wynn also listed in there in 25th. Galfon 28th. So 72 players left in the Pot Limit Omaha 6-handed event. That's pretty much it. That's what's happening. That's what's going on here at the World Series of Poker. So we do have a heads-up champ. So
no, thank you.
is Brenda trying to get you drunk too? Just making you more obnoxious? No. Stop texting him. He's on the air.
Text me right
yeah,
now.
Brenda. Oh, my God. The Nevada Poker League kids, they're insane.
Oh,
God. All right. I think we had enough shenanigans and hijinks for this show.
Shenanigans.
Yes, I always call shenanigans and hijinks.
That's a name, a word that's used rather often in the Nevada Poker League. Shenanigans.
Yeah.
A lot of shenanigans going on.
I call shenanigans. Of course,
means,
the South
means
Park,
good
too.
things are happening when the shenanigans going on. At least in the Nevada Poker League.
Yeah. So, odds are probably not going to have a show tonight because we want to go to.
So are we going to the fight tonight?
Well, I'm kind of planning on it. World Series of Fighting 10, 3 championship fights tonight.
Did you give me a ticket?
No, you're too busy changing questions on me for an hour and a half to. I had one simple question. Are you okay with winning the bracelet but not the money?
Taking the money.
See? Are you okay with winning the bracelet?
I'm going to take that money and put it on the street.
Well, of course you would. There's hookers and blow out there. World Series of Fighting 10 over at the Hard Rock Casino. Come on down and join us. It's going to be a great time.
Reese may have a change of. Reese is reconsidering his.
He's done. Show's over, everybody. Hey, that's going to do it for us, though, guys. We will see you either tonight or tomorrow afternoon here at the World Series of Poker. Thanks for joining us. We are the slumped down short guys.
Yeah, we'll fix the
camera.
We
got a great logo up top there. You know, by the way, I haven't used many of these animations.
Medical marijuana
here's what
is
Joe
going to be legal here in Nevada pretty soon.
See, here's what Joe's thinking about.
You know how
right
many
there.
factories you could open with 10 mil?
Joe,
2?
That was a perfect look there too. Yeah, thinking about the bikini girl. That's all Joe's got on his mind. That is going to do it. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great afternoon, and hopefully see you over at the Hard Rock.
And I'll bring my 10 million with me.
There you go, and I'll have the world adoring me.
Yeah, okay. Just like they adore Amarillo Slim.
Yeah, but I'm a good boy. Anyway, we'll see you kids tomorrow. Have a good one.
Yes. I know. That's why I said that.